Well, we're here with one of the all-time greats in NBA history, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. And one of the first questions I want to ask you is, people see your size and your stature, but how important were the fundamentals of the game for you?
For me, the fundamentals were everything. If it were not for the fundamentals, I would have just been another tall, aspiring athlete trying to play basketball. Getting the fundamentals at the right time in my life certainly helped. I was still in grade school and got some good fundamental training, and it really helped me throughout my whole career.
One of the things that you see now, you see a lot of athleticism and you see a lot of great plays because of the highlights, so to speak. What do you think that most players now kind of lack in terms of fundamentals?
Well, in terms of fundamentals, most players aren't understanding how they interact with the other guys on the team. They think it's all about what one individual does that is so extraordinary, when actually it's about what a group of guys do together. It's always that last pass to the open guy who gets the easy shot that makes it an easy game. And basketball is a very fundamental, easy game. You just have to understand what those are and try to apply yourselves to using them, and that's how teams come together.
Well, if you probably had a list of a top 100 coaches ever to coach basketball, a lot of your coaches would be in that list, from high school, grade school, and in the NBA, and college as well. So how was it playing for great coaches? How important is that?
Well, I think when you get the message, which is it's about the extra pass, it's about helping your teammates, knowing where the ball is, and understanding what you want to do as a group. Those aren't a whole lot of lessons to learn. There are a whole lot of applications to those lessons, but those aren't a whole lot of lessons to learn. So once you learn those lessons and how to apply them to the game, you become a better team player. And when you have a group of guys that understand that, it's even better. I remember my high school coach would tell us, we'd come back, we'd go see the Boston Celtics play, and my high school coach would ask guys on the team, all right, how many guys on the Celtics scored 20 points? Nobody on the Celtics scored 20 points. You had a whole about 6 or 7 guys scoring between 9 and 18 points, and these guys always took the shot, and they won their games easily.
If you had to preach one message individually, say, okay, I'm going to try to learn the team concept, but individually, there's some fundamental things as a big man that I really have to know and start with. What would be the basis of that?
Well, the one key thing for big men is to understand what happens around the basket. It's different from any other space on the court, and it's a very crucial space. It's the space where the highest percentage shots are taken, and it's the space where the most rebounds are taken. So you've got to know how to play that area if you're a big man and be effective in there, either keeping your man from getting offensive rebounds, blocking shots, or being a scorer yourself and an effective rebounder. Those are key issues in the paint. Away from the paint, it's about defense, passing, ball handling, seeing who's free, setting people up. But inside the paint, it gets to be quite a nasty game. I know that's where most people start bleeding. When you see somebody bleeding on the court, it usually happened in the paint someplace.
Now you're coaching and scouting. Now everyone talks about things that guys are lacking. What do you see about the game you say, man, it's getting better or it's changing?
Well, I think the athletic ability of the younger players is extraordinary. There is no want for good athletes. I think what they call the basketball IQ suffers in spots here where people don't understand what to do with all this incredible talent. But in terms of what the guys can do, they're extraordinary.
Now we're both here because it's Magic's fundamental of the game. Playing with Magic, how was that?
Well, when you get to play with someone who has mastered all the elements of the game in terms of understanding the game and being able to make it happen on the court, you've been blessed. It's a real privilege to play with people with that much talent and that much enthusiasm for the game. It's infectious. Helped prolong my career. So, I have to take my hat off and really give some appreciation to Irvin and all the rest of the teammates that helped make my career so special.
Okay, now we're going to talk about post moves. And obviously Kareem has been one of the best to ever do it in terms of in the post. And Coach McKnight is going to help us out, and we got Alex kind of defending sometime and actually demonstrating to show post moves.
Well, I think we should start off with the hook shot. Obviously, Kareem has made it famous. He's the best there ever was at the hook shot, and Kareem's going to show Alex some of the finer points of shooting the hook shot.
Well, when you shoot a hook shot, basically what you're trying to do is use the element of speed and quickness with somebody your own size, or even somebody that's a little bit taller than you. You can still get the hook shot over them because they don't know when you're going to shoot it. And so if you can get them involved in defending it, going from side to side, you can always get them with the element of surprise and get it off before they can react and block the shot. So for anybody, you know, especially with height like Alex, who's going to be playing in the pivot, this is a great shot to know. And any like big guard or forward that is going to get an opportunity to get the ball on the post, this is a great shot to know. The best way to practice this shot is to work on the footwork. And the footwork means how you set the shot up using your feet. Now, for the footwork, I always use the drill that George Mikan made famous, called the Mikan drill, which you use one ball, and it's just repetitive, shooting the ball off of the glass right in front of the basket. It's just like this. Now this drill develops ambidexterity, timing, and footwork. It's all incorporated into one drill. I would do this drill every time I warmed up to play basketball. Now as you go further on, you'll take this a little bit further out so that you're a little bit further away from the basket, and you work on using the backboard. Okay, Alex, you try it. Starting close, right in close. That's perfect. Keep doing, try and make 5 with each hand. Okay, good.
Kareem, could I ask a question?
Sure.
When did you start working on the hook shot?
I started working on this particular shot when I was in the 5th grade. They showed, the kids in my school showed me how to do this drill, and it's been part of my basketball fundamentals ever since then. I always do this. It keeps your timing perfect, it keeps your footwork perfect, and it works on your touch. Now there are ways that you can enhance this drill. I need another ball. And I use 2 balls. So on the offhand, you have to keep this ball above your shoulder. And again, this makes you do just a little bit more in terms of your grip and your shooting touch. Try it. Very good. That's perfect. And last but not least, you can get a medicine ball and use that for the off ball. And that'll work on the strength in your offhand and the touch in your shooting hand.
Now, one of the things now is, let's say if I have a defender on me.
Okay.
Because let's talk about the positioning to get your hook shot off.
Okay. For someone to be playing in the post, once somebody gets the ball in this position, they're really a threat, because right from here, I'm only 10 feet from the basket.
So let's talk about even getting to that position. And I'd love to be Magic for a day and be able to pass it into you. Coach McKnight, you could be Pat Riley.
You got it.
And we go down and we talk about just getting the position, and then I know as a point guard where you want it.
Okay, in order to get good position here, I need to get the defense to commit to try to take something away. So if Alex is going to guard me, he's not going to want me to just walk into the lane here and get post-up position. So he's going to body me and try to keep me out of the paint. Okay, so that'll let me get the ball right here. At this point, I have to make the defense react. He's going to try and take this shot away here. I'll make him to commit there, close the door with my back leg, and then I'm in for an easy shot for a layup. So Alex is guarding me. I make him commit to there. I close the door here and try and make that shot.
But the key is all based off of your first move.
Off of the first, which is the threat that Alex does not want me to go here and shoot that shot.
So the threat of going to the middle sets up everything else.
Sets up everything else. And you have to have a credible threat going to the middle. Okay? If I can't make this shot, then they're just going to let me shoot this and box me out and run the other way when I shoot this shot.
Kareem, why do you think other players in the NBA don't work as much on the hook shot or haven't perfected the skill like you did?
Well, I think that other players don't work on the shot because they don't see it for what it is. This is a very high percentage shot that you can get 6 feet from the basket. Now, as we all know, shooting percentages go up as you approach the basket in distance. It's simple math, but sneaking in here with your back just doesn't seem to be sexy enough or something. But if you can get in here and get the defense to commit and make the defense collapse, then you also have passes back out to the perimeter for easy shots. So the center can be a playmaker. Even though he's not handling the ball, he can cause playmaking situations where he helps his teammates by causing the defense to collapse because he gets the high percentage shots in the paint area.
We used to make so many passes, great passes to people that are wide open when they try to come and double you. You would always be able to see the floor. Is that something that just got better and better as you grew?
I think it's something that I worked on in terms of hoping that you had guys on the perimeter that could shoot that shot and nail it down. Because after they get burned 2 or 3 times, then I'm going one-on-one again. Because they don't want to come and help and have their guy be the one that's breaking the back of the team's defense.
In high school, you must have got double teamed a lot.
Got double teamed a lot and had, we'd play games with one guy in front of me and one guy behind me. But that gave my teammates rebounding opportunities and wide open layups when the other team was not playing attentive defense.
We hear a lot about positioning, catching the ball, and then chinning the ball. Because they're saying that it's a great opportunity for you to kind of survey the floor before you go into your move. Now, were you one who kind of chinned it, or you did other things with it as well?
Well, anytime I would rebound, I would always take the ball in under my chin. But keeping it here enables you to see everything that you need to see, and it's not blocking it. Sometimes you can hold it up here, and it's out of the way. And anybody coming to reach, you can get the ball to their man. As soon as you see their hands come into your field of vision, you know someone's open for the jump shot. But it takes teamwork and an understanding between the pivot player and the perimeter player as to where they're going to be and where they want the passes and how you're going to set up going to the open space for the easy open jump shot when the defense collapses.
Okay, we've seen the hook coming in the middle. We've seen the drop step. About how many moves you think a great pivot player normally would just need down there?
A great pivot player only needs 2 moves. Something where he's the threat coming into the paint, and something where he's the threat going baseline, and that works on either side. So I would do that on this side. On the left side here, I would get a shot right here where there's very little help that can come. So this shot here on this baseline, or complementing it, turning this way for using the glass.
So you hear, I need 38 moves in the post. If you have 2, one sets up the other.
One sets up the other, and the most important moves are the moves that you use to get to this position with someone behind you. Once you get that person behind you, it's a lot easier. You also have to develop the strength in your lower body to hold this position, because people are going to try and push you off. If you can hold this position, then that sets you up for lob shots which is what Shaquille O'Neal is so great at, because people in front of him because of his size, and he just holds that position. He's strong enough. They pass it over, and he's in there with no defense between him and the hoop.
And if you say, you know, you've seen the evolution of basketball, and you say, you know what, this is kind of missing from the fundamentals. This is what big men need to get back to, and it'll be much more effective. What would that one thing be?
To get the whole team to buy into the concept of high percentage shots. These shots in here are high percentage shots. You got your feet in the paint. You're shooting, 6 feet. That's good. That's how we wanted to play in the park. We didn't want to be out there.
Right.
We wanted to be right here. Closer you can get to that hoop, the more your shots are going to drop. So the whole idea is to get the team to buy into the concept of we want the high percentage shot. An open shot in the paint is a great shot. It's much better than a wide open three-point shot. If you can get more of these, you're going to win more games.
So there you have it. So on the offensive end, positioning, turning in, fundamentals, getting one go-to move that goes every time towards the middle that sets up everything else.
They've got to complement each other. Just like you guards work on, I'm great on my moves with my right hand getting past the defense. But my left hand, well, when they start playing your right hand all the time and you don't have the left hand, you're not a professional. Okay, you have to be professionally prepared and be able to go in either direction. It's the same in here. If I can't complement my moves into the paint with something going this way, pretty soon they're going to take what I do well away from me and I have nothing else to use. But when I have something to use going in either direction, I'm always a threat, and that's how I help my team.
There we have it. Fundamentals right here. Alex is going to be our next hook shot taker going into the NBA, right?
Could I ask one question here?
Sure.
When you were at UCLA, they ruled out the dunk play. Did that help your game or did that hurt your game?
I don't think it hurt or helped my game in either way. Everybody was playing by the same rules. The shots that I had the opportunity to dunk, I just laid those up and we kept playing. That's all that was about. So I'm just going to bump you in your lower body. Now, when I start bumping you, what you want to do, you want to sit, okay? See how much more difficult it is? You can fight for that spot when you sit. But if you're standing up straight like you were, I can walk you right off of that position, and it doesn't even look like it. So you come in here and you get low here, right. Now you tell Kenny where you want the ball, and now you go. Perfect. Now he's shooting a jump hook. Now the only difference between the jump hook and the way I shoot it with a step. He's shooting it, he's coming in, he's planning, and then jumping off 2 feet. But the motion is exactly the same. See, now I took that from you. You should have spun baseline on that. Let's try that again. Okay, I'm here. There you go.
Kareem, we talk about repetition. How many hook shots would you take a day? How many would you take going?
Well, I would shoot 100 in close and then 100 on the 12-foot mark.
Okay.
And then I'd shoot 300 in the middle from, about 8 feet.
So that's a full day's work.
Well, yeah, but it's the tools of your trade.
No question. All right. We only got 999 to go, Alex.
There it is. And after a while, you develop instincts,
Right.
Okay? You feel me, you know where I'm playing, you don't have to see me, that you just go where I'm not. You just go where the defense isn't.
Last one in there. Oh,
Good.
good job. Instincts. 300, 100, didn't take 5. Takes 300 a day. That's the difference. Kareem, one of the lost arts of basketball is boxing out, because so many guys get offensive rebounds and trying to score. How do you box out an opposing player?
Well, in order to be good in terms of getting your hands on the rebound, You have to have developed some instincts. And the first thing you have to do to develop instinct is understand where the ball's coming off of the rim. It's not just guesswork. There is some science to it. And the whole idea is, one key for all rebounders: don't get caught under the net. This is the worst place to rebound from. And a lot of people instinctively come here because, as they learn the game, this is where the ball comes out of the basket, so they want to be here. But this is not where rebounds come. Rebounds come 2 steps away from the basket. Okay, so having an instinct to control space 2 steps away from the basket means that anytime I see the opposing player and he's right about this area 2 steps away from the basket, I want to lean on him. He wants to get to that area, and I want to keep him out of there. So I want to get low and lean on him just a little bit, just so that I can keep his weight from getting into this area. If I can control his body and keep his body from being right at this area 2 steps away from the basket, I'm going to get the majority of rebounds. So I control him, the shot goes up, and then I go for the rebound as the ball hits the rim. You have to develop this timing.
Now, a quick question I would have is, how do I get from here on a defensive position to here? Do I turn in? Do I turn out? Do I spin? Or do anything to get there?
You do anything, but the whole idea is you control the other player with your hips. You got to find that player with your hips, no matter which way he goes. If he goes baseline, I got to move with him and keep him on my hips. If I can keep him out of this area, you can shoot the ball, and the ball can hit the ground, and then I can go get it, if I can control this guy. If I can't control this guy, it doesn't make a difference. He's inside of me. He's got the ball. Okay? So your arms aren't going to control anybody, especially if you're like me, 7'1". I was 215 pounds coming out of high school. I wasn't going to control anybody with my upper body strength. But with my legs, I can be in the way, and I can make it impossible for him to get to easy rebounding position. I have him, and then I can get to the ball. You don't have to be a great leaper to be a good rebounder, but you do have to be able to control the space right here in the interior of the paint. This is where people bleed. This is where great reputations are made, and this is where people lose their jobs as centers because they can't control the space. It's a very important space.
What would you say the relationship of rebounds that go over the rim and under the rim?
Most rebounds are taken underneath the rim. You don't have to be able to jump over the rim or over the height of the rim to take a rebound, but you do have to be able to keep your opponent from getting in to great rebounding space here where we're even. Right here we're even. One of us is going to get it. It's not assured. If I'm here and he has me like this, he's got the advantage. Consequently, if I can get him on my hips like this, I've got the advantage. So you're always looking for the advantage of position. Now there's a little bit of geometry that goes into this, and that is the angle in equals the angle out. If you shoot the ball from that angle right there at the basket, it's going to come back off at about that same angle to this area here. The flatter you go, the flatter the angle is coming off the backboard. If you shoot it dead from in the corner, it's probably going to come straight out this way. You got to play the percentages, and you got to understand that controlling your assignment, your defensive assignment in terms of keeping him off the offensive board is the most important aspect of rebounding.
So if you heard anything, the angle in equals the angle out, and hips is what controls the player.
Hips is what controls the player, because if I have him controlled with my hips, my hands are free. He can move, I can move with him, and my hands are free to get to pursue the ball. If I have to use my upper body to control him, I can't get to the ball at the crucial moment when it's coming off. Use your hips, keep your hands free, you'll be a successful rebounder.
What about if you're on the opposite end? Let's say if you're the offensive rebounder.
Okay, now offensive rebounding is at a disadvantage because the defense always has the initial key position. the whole idea for an offensive rebound is to make him commit to a position and try to get around him, just to get to the side. If I can get to the side and get my hands in here, all of a sudden it becomes an equal contest. It's no longer his advantage. For him to maintain his advantage, he's going to want to keep me going around the outside, and he's maintaining the inside. So if I can fake him and come inside, I get the offensive rebound. Dennis Rodman comes to mind, Moses Malone, great offensive rebounders. They had great instincts, and they could leap, and they had great bodies that could deal with the contact, because all these bodies in here going for the ball, there's contact. But if you can deal with that, you can be a great offensive rebounder. And if you consistently block your man out, you're going to be a great defensive rebounder and a serious asset to your team.
Well, this segment of the program, I have to admit, I don't know too much about, and that's post moves. So I'm going to let the expert take you through it, and that's Amari. I'm going to just be his helper. I'm just going to pass the ball to him.
All right, let's do it. Now what we have here for the first move, we got a drop step. And what you got to do, you got to be low and balanced. And if the defender's playing on my right-hand side, which is right here, I'm going to post my left hand up. Pass to my hand, and I drop step. Pretty simple, not too hard. Just got to remember to keep your balance. And it all depends on where the defender's playing you. If he's playing me on my right-hand side, like I said before, catch with your left, and you drop step. All right. Now we got another move. This move is called jump hook. It depends on which side you're on. It's a right-hand jump hook or a left-hand jump hook. Right now, so it's going to be a left-hand jump hook. Posting up strong, you still got to have your balance. Still got to be low and core. Catch the ball. Jump hook. It's a left-hand jump hook right there.
Beautiful.
All right. There's a couple more moves. You got a move. It's called the turnaround. Now the turnaround does, if you're a great post player and you got a double team coming, you gotta be low and coil, catch the ball in the post, and the double team's coming. You fake that way and you turn around.
Beautiful. Little help. Now notice that he never is off balance. I think that's the key too. Never off balance. Beautiful. Now, what I want everybody to understand is what I like that he did first was when he caught it, he looked to see where the defense was.
Right.
Then, once he saw the defense, then he decided to fade away, which is what you have to do. Set that up for him one more time, because that's so important.
You got to see the defense at all times, because you don't want to go too fast. You don't want to be in a hurry. You want to be nice and relaxed and get the shot off in a good timing. So what you do, you fake at the defense. You see what you got on your right-hand side. Then you turn and fade away from the defense.
Ooh, I wish I could jump. I just wish that I could jump a little bit.
Come on, be a defender.
Okay.
We got the, what we're going to do, we're going to do the turnaround jumper, look at the defense, and fade away from the defense. So you got the ball.
And what's so difficult as a defender is we're going to take it slow, one step at a time. Here we go. Fake, Amari. I have to, so important, he has to sell me on the first move to make me bite. Now, because I have bit on that move, now I cannot get to him to recover, to try to contest his fadeaway. That's what makes this so great of a move, because I must honor his first move, and then that means that he has separation for his fadeaway jump shot.
Yeah, and you also got great stars in the league like Magic was when he played. You got guys that can get there. You know, you can make that fake, and if you go straight up with it, you got guys that can get there and block the shot.
That's right.
So you got to be coil and balanced to when you make that fake, you can fade and keep your shoulder square, and that way you can knock it down. So,
good move.
Big time shot.
Good move. You want to go up and under now?
Okay. Now what this move is the up and under. This is the counter move of the fadeaway jumper I just showed you guys. So you get the ball, you still fake, but you pump fake the fadeaway and take him under and go with the jump hook, either shoot it or dunk it, you know, however you may be. Here we go. So I'm gonna fake, pump fake.
Oh, don't dog me like that. and I'm
You know.
sitting on ESPN Sports Center. Magic just got dogged by Amari. See, that's what happened. Let's go through it one more time.
All right. Same move. Use the fake, see the double team. Fake the fade away. Take him through. Shoot your nice jump hook.
Now, what Mari's going to tell you right now, see, that move works because he set me up on the first move, and he scored on me with the fadeaway. See, he scored that first time. Now, I'm mad because he scored. I'm thinking he's going to do the same move. So, okay, I got him this time, and he got me. So that's the up and under. Everything works with one another. Great move. Now, you know what you should do? Pick one of the young men out of here and let them come out and do some of these moves.
Okay. Good idea. Come on, man. We're gonna try the big fella. All right, what we're going to do is we're going to pass it into him, Magic.
Okay.
We're going to do the drop step. So you're posting up at the mid post right there, and we're going to do the fundamental drop step.
Good.
Nice.
And let's get that other one, too. Let's get two of them. Okay. Here we go.
What we're going to do here, same maneuver. We're going to try to drop. We're going to do the drop step.
Okay.
Nice. All right.
Jump hook.
Come on, big guy. We're gonna do the jump
Okay,
hook to the
jump
middle
hook.
with the left hand.
Okay. Good. Okay, big man. All right. There we go.
Let's go, Tree.
All right, now, what about their base? Don't look like the base is good.
Well, you got to be balanced. You got to be balanced. You got to
All
be
right,
low.
all right. Which
Spread
hand
your
you
legs a
want
little
it?
more.
Which hand you want it? Right there. Okay, good. Follow it up. All right, now, the difference, what I'm seeing, Amari, was when you shot yours, you went into the basket.
Right.
What I'm seeing is they're not going into the basket.
Right.
like
You got to be aggressive. You may be able to dunk it sometimes, so you want to make sure you get an easier bucket. Now, if your defender's on you and he forces you to shoot it, off balance, then you got to regroup yourself and use a counter.
You want to defend them then? Come on, big man. Amari's going to show you how to do it. Okay?
All right, so-
here we go.
This is the drop step. All right.
Good. All right. Jump hook.
Now we're gonna do the jump hook, and
You got to go down now.
what you do is drop.
Nice.
It's the same as a drop step.
Beautiful.
It's the same as a drop step, but going middle. Okay, and then you got to go straight up, use your balance, and just hook it right on in there.
All right, y'all flip flop now. All right, young man. Drop step this time.
We'll do the drop step.
Okay, jump hook. All right, good. All right.
That's cool.
Fooled us then. All right, drop step this time.
Got a 3/4.
Good.
Nice. Come on, help us out, Magic.
Okay, you got it.
We're gonna let Magic defend. What we got here, we're gonna do the drop step, and I'm gonna come right back and do the jump hook. You also can do these moves on both sides. So here we go. Do the drop step. Then we're gonna go back to the jump hook.
And the key here is that one sets up the other. Because I was high side, that's when he went to his drop step on me and got me. Now I'm upset as a defender, and I said, well, he drop stepped me that time, so I'm gonna move down lower so I can take the drop step away, and then he goes right to the middle for the jump hook. It's a great display of post move by Amari.
Yeah.
And you want to tell the kids that they should work on both sides?
Yeah, you can also do it on both sides of the block, the right side and the left side. Do about 3 of those moves a game, you come over 30 points easily. So there it is.
I better, please show me some more moves. I want to score 30 once again. Let's get to know a little bit more about Amari. What I want to know is, man, you came in 18 years old and you were named the Rookie of the Year. How did you feel about that?
I felt great. I felt that all the hard work, really paid off because I really worked hard, man. In high school and also my first year in the league.
Tell the people about your hard work. What did you actually, how many hours a day did you practice, what did you work on?
Well, it was basically dedication. After practice, a lot of guys went home. I probably stayed maybe a 45 extra hour after, free throws, jump shot, little post moves. And I really wanted to get better. I wanted to be real good like tomorrow.
Oh, good.
And, that's what it was.
Now, when you talk about your game, because your game is so fluid yet so powerful at the same time, because you're smooth yet you're so strong. What would you say is the best thing that you do in terms of on a basketball court?
Well, I think my spin move is pretty deadly, man. Got the one dribble to the middle and spin back, and I think that's pretty deadly because a lot of players play me to my left,
Right.
and I seem to go right, pretty much every time and spin back left. And when I spin back, they normally catch them off guard, and I just kind of go over the top of them. So.
Right. What and who? Let's go back since you're still young. Who was your favorite player you enjoyed watching when you were a kid?
Well, I'm gonna say when I was a kid because I am still young and I got a chance to play against my favorite player, which was Shaquille O'Neal.
Okay.
And
why? And why was he? Why is he your favorite player?
Well, I think off the court when I saw Shaq, kind of interviews off the court, he was always fun to watch. He always had a great character about himself. He always was a happy, joyful guy. You know what I mean? And that caught my eye first. And then when I saw him on the court, tearing down backboards and doing the Shaq Fu impersonation and all that, I really became a real huge fan of his.
Now, what made you decide, and I've always wanted to ask you this, to come to the NBA out of high school, directly out of high school? What played in your decision to do that?
Well, I think I really felt that I was physically ready. I felt my game was on the NBA level.
And I can't lie about that. You're talking about physical. This man is definitely physically ready. And what else?
And I was also mentally ready.
Okay.
In order to come to the NBA, it's not just about your game. You got to really have a good head on your shoulders. You got to be ready for a lot of things, and I was ready for it. So.
What does it feel like when there's a man coming and you're taking off on the right side? What does it feel like just to punch it down on him?
So I don't really think no one to jump. Like if we're coming at two different angles,
right,
and we meet up at the basket, I don't think anybody will jump. I think they'll probably move.
Yeah.
But if I do catch anybody like that, it's gonna feel great because I know I can tell when I can maneuver the ball around. I know I can make the dunk, and when you dunk on somebody like that, it gives you goosebumps. It gives you a great feeling.
What do you want to take your career? What tell us the first thing you want to accomplish. Now you got the Rookie of the Year now. What do you want to do? Because you're so young, 20?
21.
21. And so take me through what you want to do. What do you want to do in phases? Take us through that.
Well, I got Rookie of the Year. My second year I'm on the Olympic team.
Right.
And I just want to be the best player I can possibly be.
Okay.
And whatever individual goals or accomplishment happens, then that's a bonus. But I'm a team player, and I really want to win championships with my team, and that's what it's all about.
Now, this segment is all about defense. What do you look for when you're on defense and you're playing in the post? Let's take us down. We're going to go down to the post and let Amari show us what he looks for. Big man, you come on out here. I'm going to be the man entering the ball. Yeah, we're going to go through it ourselves right quick. Now, take us through what you look for, Amari, when you're playing in the post like this. Go ahead.
Now, if he's real strong and his upper body's stronger than mine, what I'll do, because in the NBA you got to play with a forearm and a hand. You can't have both. You got to have one or the other. So what I'll do, if he's real strong, if he's stronger than me, I kind of measure him up because I don't want him to know that he's stronger than me. So when he's posted up, like post up for a sec, to get the ball to him.
Okay.
Now what I'll do is, if he's trying to bang me, like I said, Shaquille O'Neal, if he's trying to bang, I'll back up so he won't feel me to kind of throw him off balance. And then, I just reattach to him and just let him know I'm still here. So the main thing about that is getting low and having your top part of your body, your top part of your body real strong and stable. That way you won't get around you so easy.
All right, talk about your base when you talk about your legs now. What's important about your base?
See, the thing, you got to get lower than him. Like, you got to get lower than him. That way you can maneuver him around. He won't maneuver you around.
Okay.
You're the defender, so you got to make sure you defend him in the right way. If he's lower than you, then he can easily just spin around you or back you down.
Okay.
He got the advantage because he's stronger. So
all right.
The lower you are, the more stronger you are.
Okay, let's go through one move right quick, and you just take away the first move.
Okay.
All right, here we go. Good. So what's the key there, right there?
So the key is what he did. He tried to drop step. So you got to read his move and also be low enough to get there before he does. And when he made that move on the drop step, I was here and I was already ready. Now if he wants to continue to move and he run through me, then it's an offensive foul.
Right. Right.
So what I did was I cut his first move off to make him go to a counter move.
I like that. There it is right there. You just heard it. Always what you want to do in the post is take away that first move to make him go to his second move. Now we have to show you how to play defense in high school and college, because of course you can't put your elbow on a man in high school or college. So Coach Jason is going to take us through that. I'm going to be the point guard. Amari's going to be the post player, and he's going to teach us the defense. Here we go.
Okay, in defense at the high school and college level, it is very important to try to alleviate as much contact as possible. And do not allow this guy to get too much into your body to where he's overpowering you. So you must be able to move your feet and position your feet, one foot over his top foot straddling his leg and another foot behind him. You take your offhand, your backhand, you put your hand in a fist. That's just in case people have a tendency to grab jerseys when they're playing defense. So you take that hand and you put it up here right in his arm, in this area right here, because he's trying to get leverage on your arm. You lead hands up in the lane, thumbs down, fingers are spread. In case the pass comes in, you can knock it down. Okay, this is the basic if the ball is above the free throw line. Now, if Mr. Johnson would attempt to make a pass in the post to get a better angle, if he dribbles to the baseline to get a better angle, what Alex just did was called the X step. He took this hand, he took his elbow, put it in the small of his elbow, stepped through, and X just like that and got to the baseline side, and now he's 3/4 baseline side. That's the quickest way to get to the baseline side and play in post defense.
Fundamentally, who's the best player you've seen fundamentally ever?
Oh, I can line that up for you right away. Michael Jordan, James Worthy, Kevin McHale. They fundamentally, they were so awesome. And I want to throw in one big man, and that's Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Great fundamentals, just unbelievable players. And they would counter everything you did as a defensive player. If you took away the middle, they knew the drop step, go, baseline. Whatever you did, they were able to counter that. And they were never out of control.
But it's a funny thing you said that, because most people say, you know what? Michael Jordan, you see highlights, dunks, spinning through, splitting the double team. But you say he's the most fundamentally sound player that you ever seen. And that goes back to what you were saying about your no-look passes and your being fundamental first.
Exactly. See, Michael couldn't do all that unless he had fundamentals. Because first he had to get past his man.
Right.
Then he had to get past the other four men on the court. And yet he knew that they were going to be sitting down here waiting on him, but he would weave through. It takes fundamentals to do that. So that's why I say that. He played at that high level because fundamentally he was better than everybody else, besides having the talent too. And I want to throw one at you real quick. Tell me the best part of your game. What was the best part of Kenny Smith's game? Why were you a high school All-American? Got a chance to go to North Carolina. Then you were All-American at North Carolina. Then you were #1 pick with Sacramento. Why did that all happen?
I think the best part that I've ever done playing basketball was taking a 6'3", 160-pound player, play in the NBA, be a college player of the year, be a two-time champion because of work ethic, because of discipline. That's my best part, because I stayed in the gym more than anybody else. I'm just like everybody else. I'm not 6'9". I'm not 200 pounds. I'm not 7'4". There's a lot of guys walking around like me. So I knew at an early age, I said, if he's playing 3 hours, I got to play 5. If he's studying 2 hours, I got to study 4, because I knew I had a disadvantage where there's a lot of Kenny Smith sizes walking around here. So I thought that was the best part of my game, that I loved to be in the gym. And I absorbed everything. I was like, I hear you say something on television. I heard you say about how you would, when you was playing in college, how you used to throw the alley-oop. That was the first time I ever saw alley-oop, when you was throwing the Kelsa. So that was the first time I saw it. I didn't even know what that was. So it's like you setting up the alley-oop. I heard Bird say, I'm going to be in the gym at 4 o'clock for a 7:30 game. I'm like, if Bird could be there at 4 o'clock, I need to be there at 3:30. So I think that's my best part of my game, that I was able to do things in this frame. one of the most important things about basketball is getting your balance. So now we're going to go over defense.
Yes, sir.
You know, shooting is you need your balance, but defense is more particular you need it than anything else.
Absolutely. Defense balance is the most thing. You try to get your head over the center of your body, which is the heaviest part of your body. If your head gets too far forward, obviously you're going to be too far forward. You might fall forward and fall on your face. Get too far back on your heels. Obviously you can get crossed up, break your ankles. You know how anything about that.
I broke some ankles.
You broke some ankles.
No, I've gotten broken as well.
Right.
But one of the things that, you know, since we have the team out, you know, because one, you need quickness, you need preparation, and you need balance.
Correct.
So first, when I blow the whistle, guys, we're just going to get in our defensive stance. So the first thing we do is get in our stance.
Okay, here we go.
Okay. Oh, hold. Coach, that was pretty good. I like the way they say defense. But see, on offense and defense, sometimes you're on offense, and all of a sudden you're on defense, so you have to go quickly.
Right.
So when the whistle blows, they got to get there quickly.
Absolutely.
Because we don't want the people at home thinking that they can take their time. So we're not going to take our time. So, okay, when I blow the whistle, that means everybody.
You're going to get down.
Okay, now we're in our stance. And if you notice, see, the stance is balanced because I shouldn't be able to really push guys over if they're balanced. Because one of the things that you want to imagine, pretty good defensive stances here, is that my feet and my shoulders are over. I don't want to be too wide. I don't want to be too tight. I want to have them shoulders length apart. It's almost like I got an imaginary short stick right between my legs. And I'm right here, and I'm balanced. Now, another way to practice your balance, what's your first name again?
Danny.
Danny. Let's say me and Danny stand up. Me and Danny about to have a fight. I'm going to pick a fight with Danny right here on this program. All right, I'm going to pick a fight with you. You ready? Wait. The first thing Danny did, watch. He did the bob and weave, but the first thing he did, he got low. Because he said, if Kenny hits me, I don't want to fall back. My teammates going to laugh at me. So he got into a stance. It's the same thing in defense, but your hands are open. So that's the thing. So now we're going to get back into our stance, okay? We're going to blow our whistle. Okay, now we're in a great stance. So the next thing is footwork. We're going to get to later on in the program how to get to this part, but you still have to have quick feet, coach, to do it. So we're going to do a couple drills just to get our feet quicker. We want to have quick feet. So when I blow the whistle the first time, we're going to pat. Just getting our feet quicker. We're going to just wake ourselves up before we get in a defensive position, okay? Defense. Okay, let me hear him. When I blow it in, we're going to stop. Good. Next time, we're going to pat. Now sometimes you got to move in defense. So we're just going to turn and get back. We're just going to turn and get back. So I'll blow it. Go pat, turn, get back. Got it? Okay, let's go. Let me see the feet. Let me see him. And back. Let me hear him. Good. Next time, balance. So we're working on balance right now because we talk about being balanced. So we're going to work on our balance. So we turn here, and then we got back on balance. Now we're going to turn here, get back. Then we're going to turn halfway and get back on balance, okay? Just to get out working on our balance because that's the most important part of defense. Because guys will come up to you, and they'll bump you. And if you're off balance, you're going to get shook, okay? Let me hear them. Good. Now, same thing. I went here. Boom. I went here. Boom. Now I'm going to go here and back. Same thing. Got it? Balance. It's our balance. Let's go, modern day. Let's go.
Quick feet. All the way. 3/4. All the way. Good.
Let me hear him.
Keep working.
Can't hear him yet.
Keep working.
Good. Same thing. I went here. Boom. I went halfway. Boom. I went 3/4. Boom. Now, I go here and back. All the way. Balance. Let's go.
All the way around. Turn right around.
Let me hear him.
Move feet.
Good. Now we got our balance. Now we got to know how to move with our balance. Before we get to coach, because I'm bringing Coach Jason out. Before we get to one-on-one defense, we got to know how to move. So the one thing we're going to do now is practice our movement. Okay, let's get one line here, behind here, one line. And we're just going to follow the line up because we need to practice our movement. Because sometimes in basketball, you got to chase somebody. So I'm chasing a guy, and I'm going to run up. So now I get here. I catch him. I slide across. Now, the slide is very important, Coach.
Yes, it is very
The
important.
slide is very important. So why don't you go over the slide?
Okay, most important thing about a slide is make sure your feet do not get too close, more than 6 inches apart. Okay, we already got the heel-toe relationship, which Coach Smith talked about earlier. Next thing you do, when you move your feet, you don't want to bring your feet too close together. Okay, if you do, you'll stand up, come out of your stance, and then the offensive player will go by you.
Okay, that's very important. So now, Coach said, I don't want my feet too close. I don't want to cross my feet. Look at me in slow motion. Am I on balance? Never. Okay, I don't want to hop. Because in the air, can I change direction if the offensive player changes direction? No. So I want my back foot to stay on grounded. I want to point and my back foot stays grounded. Now, I come back. I'm backpedaling. The defense is here. I get here. I stop them. I slide across again. Okay, the defense is coming, and we're going to do an imaginary charge. Guys coming here, we're going to take the charge. Oh, good help your teammate. Thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you. There it is.
Yes, sir.
Okay, let's go.
Make a point about the charge.
Okay, let's make a point about the charge.
One quick point about the charge. When you take a charge, it is very important that you tuck your chin when you fall. You don't want to throw your head back because then you're going to hit your head on the court. The next important thing you need to do, when you fall down, you tuck your chin so you prevent your head from falling. Make sure you bring your knees up. Why you want to bring your knees up? Because the offensive player has to go somewhere, and if he comes down on you, you want to protect yourself.
Okay, let's go. Let's start it off. Let's go. Boom.
Go work.
One. Good. Boom. Slide. Good.
Slide.
One more behind him. Go.
Take the charge.
Hold it, hold it. Take the charge.
Get up.
Boom. Ah. Boom. Good. 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 Good.
Be quick, be quick, move your feet.
Good. One more. Last one. Last one, big fella. Come on. Slide.
Get there,
slide.
get there.
Take the charge. Good.
One of the most important things about when you do a defensive slide is make sure you don't open up the gate. A lot of people tend to get to a point to where they have the guy, if I'm guarding Coach Smith right here, I have him squared up. If he makes a move, say a jab step or something, I got to be careful that I don't open up too much and allow him to give him free reign to the basket. So right now we're going to work on that real slowly, okay? Working on footwork. These guys are going to take 2 or 3 slides to the left, then they're going to work on their drop step, making sure they don't open up too much, and then 2 or 3 slides to the right and on them down the court. Here we go, guys. Notice how they keep their feet apart, making sure they don't come 6 inches, closer than 6 inches together. Next group. Okay, guys, kind of go off the side. Guys, go off this way. Okay, next group. Go off to the side. Keep your feet apart. Keep your feet apart. Make sure you're working. Make sure you're sitting down. Make sure your head's over the center of your body and you're working. Get down and work. Let's go. Sit down, big man. Come on. That's it. Work. Good. Okay, let's go around. Okay, now we're going to incorporate the hands and speed it up a little bit. For that, we're going to go 2 at a time. So let's just get 2 lines right here. Okay, speed it up a little bit and make sure you get your hands. Okay, one thing important about when with your hands is whatever foot is forward, that's the hand that's down. That's your dig hand. This hand is up in the passing lane. So you look something like this. So if you switch, your hands must switch with them. Here we go, guys. Make sure you're moving. Let's go. Switch your hands. Go. Good. Let's go. Good. Good feet. Good. Go. Work. Come on. Let's go. Come on. Get down, Josh. Good. Let's go. Good. Stay down. Keep your feet apart. Good. Let's go. Bound, big man. Good. Off to the side. Let's go.
Once guys get the ball, sometimes it's too late. So you have to learn how to stop people from getting the basketball, the only way to stop them. So, right, the first thing I want to do is I want to get good defensive position. So I have my foot in the passing lane, and coach is going to be the offensive player now. And I have one foot in the passing lane, and I have my hand in the passing lane deterring a pass. My thumb is down in the passing lane. This hand, my free hand, no, I'm not pulling him. No, I'm not pushing him, but it is resting. It is resting on him, and I'm able to see him and know exactly where he wants to go. So now I use what we call our peripheral vision, where I can look straight ahead, I can still see coach, and I can still see the ball here. So I'm using my peripheral vision to see both. So now, as he goes up, my head's not even turning the whole time. I'm doing my defensive slides. Now, coach goes back. I can still see it. I can still see both as I'm backpedaling. All of a sudden, coach wants to go through. Uh-oh, I can't see both. Now I have to open up so I can see. Now some people would say, well, if you open up, you can't see him. But he's behind the basket. Nobody can score. Michael Jordan, Magic Johnson can score from behind the basket. So now it's all right if I don't see him. I can feel him. And now once I get back here, I do what I can. I step on this bug, this box, and I close back up, and I use my peripheral vision again. And now my thumb is down, and it's resting on him. So now we could do the drill where we just slide up, open up, slide across. I'll go, you go behind me, Rip, because I'm an old man now, Rip, so I don't know if I can get enough of it. So I'm going to go up, slide, I get here, I open up, I slide across, I close, and I get here.
Ready?
Good, good. Slide, open up.
And I keep doing it to
All right, do it again.
To the ball.
You need a defender.
Yeah.
You need a defender. You need an offender, right?
Okay.
Yeah,
Pretend I'm the
going
ball.
up. The ball's here. I go here. Slide, open up. Boom. Good. Close up on me. Good. Perfect. I can't get it. I can't score if I don't have it.
Very good points, Coach. One thing that I will say that a lot of kids tend to do, and you talked about pulling and grabbing jerseys, that inside hand, what I tell our kids is make it a fist. So you put the fist right here, so maybe you don't have the intention to grab like some kids tend to do these days. So we close our fist and put it on their chest right there and on the breast.
Okay, no question about it. Now, Coach, we can get in some live action.
Oh, absolutely. You ready to go?
I need a one-on-one. You go one-on-one. We get an
Just a
offense and a
one-on-one?
defense,
Oh,
and
yeah.
we talk about denying the ball.
Okay, right now we're going to have Kyle Brown be the denial and have Mike Garrity be the offensive player. So Kyle's just going to do the same thing that Mr. Hamilton just did, okay? Except he's going to hopefully get some sweat going, like me. Here we go.
I'll be the offensive. I'm going to be out here, and I'm going to be the passer. If he's open, I'm giving him the ball. If he's not, I can't get it to him. Because generally, in a game, I'm the point guard. I've been a point guard all my life. Rip Hamilton's a great shooter. I'm not going to wait for Rip for 7 seconds to get open. If Rip's not really open in 4 seconds, 3 seconds, I have to turn and go the other way to the other side of the floor. So if he plays defense for 4 seconds, that's all you have to do, play defense for 4 seconds. If you can't play defense for 4 seconds, you should be out there anyway.
Shouldn't be out there.
That's all you have to do is 4 seconds of defense, and we'll go the other way. Okay,
Make
let's
sure
go.
you're talking.
See the ball and man. Good. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, I got to go the other way. Got to go the other way. That's great defense. I got to go the other way.
Okay?
Let's get 2 more out here.
Let's go. 2 more. Another important thing about defense is talking. As you heard, Kyle was talking during that whole segment. Here we go, Blake. Let's go. Malik's on D. Let's go.
Okay, see the ball and man. Good. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, I got to go the other way. I'm going to go ahead and take this shot.
Okay, here we go, Cam.
I need 2 more. We need
Cam,
2 more,
let's go.
Coach.
Taylor,
I need
let's go.
somebody to get the
Let's go.
ball.
Step up. Let's go.
Somebody come get the ball, please. 1, 2, 3, 4. Good defense.
Good That's it.
Correct hand. All right.
You got it. Let's go. Come on.
Last one. Let's keep going. Let's go. 1, 2. Oh. Now, do you see that? You see that? He's open. The one thing that he did not do, that hand that was free, he didn't have it on him. They must be brothers, cousins, or relatives. Because if you ain't relative, you stay here. If you don't know the guy, you get up on him. So that's why he wouldn't able to go back door. So we're not going to be relatives and cousins and teammates here. Get up on him. Thank you. 1, 2, 3. Good. 4. Oh, I got to go the other way. He didn't get open. I got to take the shot again. I got to take it myself. Okay, the next thing we're going to talk about is closing out. Because a lot of times, you're late. Sometimes the guy did get open, and you have to go and rotate over to him. There's a correct way, footwork, and balance to close out so you don't get beat every time. So the first thing, Rip's the best shooter in basketball. I have to run at him fast. So the first thing I want to do, I want to treat everybody like Rip Hamilton. He throws it, I want to run out fast. I'm going to run out fast. Now notice my last 2 steps. 1, 2. I slid. I'm not going to continue to run, because if I continue to run, as Rip is a great shooter, and I just continue to run and try to go, he's going to fake up and go by me. I'm not going to be on balance. So the one thing I want to do now, I want to have a hand up as I run. I want to run and come out in a defensive position with a hand up.
The hand is very important. You see a lot of guys closing out on shooters such as Rip with their hands at the chest. That is not going to deter a good shooter from shooting the ball. Make sure your hand is extended as high as you can get it to try to alleviate a shot.
And I'm going to give you all a secret right here. There's no way in the world that I can stop him from getting a jump shot. Only thing I can do is make it contested because he already is ahead of me. So I have to realize that I'm just trying to make it contested. If I try to block it, he goes by me. I have to contest the shot. That's the most important thing. Okay, next. Let's go. Let's get a line. Let's go.
Let's go. Keep
Run
going,
out.
guys.
Let's go. Good. 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 Next.
Here we
next.
go.
Good. Let's go. Good. Good. Good defense.
Get
Right
balance,
there. That was
get
good
balance.
right there. Good. 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 Last two. Run out. Choppy. Good. 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 Let's go. Go. Oh, that's good. Okay, now you got a good player. He's like, offensive player, I'm going to figure this out. I'm not going to just sit here and let you close out on me. So now as he close out, he fakes, and you have to cover him for 2 dribbles and get to your spot and hands up. So it will look like this. We have our shootout there. I'm running out. Slow motion. I'm running out. I close out. He dribbles. I slide. Hands up. Slide, hands up. You be our shooter. Every defender.
Here we go.
Up, slide, hands up. Good. Next. Let's go. Good. Hold on. Switch. Let me be the offensive player for a second. Okay? Let's start like if I did the offensive play. So now I'll be the offensive player. Same thing. I catch. Same thing. Fake. 1, 2. Good. Next.
Let's go next.
Let's go. Good. Good job. Good. Hands up. Good. Next. Good. Oh, I might shoot over the little guy. Oh, no. Good defense. Okay, let's go. One more. Last one. Good job. And a foul.
You all right?
Yeah. Great defense. It's balanced. A good understanding of what it takes coming out on balance, getting your man under control, your body, cutting off the baseline. Perfect defense, coach.
Perfect defense. That's the best thing. And balance is the most important thing when it comes to defense. Like I said, the head is the heaviest part of your body, and especially in a closeout, you must swing those arms to help get your head to go back over your body. So make sure your body's centered. It's very important in a closeout.
You just watched the Magic Fundamentals comprehensive video. So now you got some game, right? Want to see your game go to the next level? Then check out our website at www.magicfundamentals.com. Check out all the great Magic Fundamentals products that will fine-tune your skills and elevate your game to new heights. Magic Fundamentals, when you're serious about the game.